Morning, everybody. My name is Jim Aspel. I'm a workers' compensation attorney in Farmington, Connecticut. And today I wanted to answer the question, what does it cost to hire a workers' compensation attorney? Typically, workers' compensation attorneys work on what's referred to as a contingency fee basis. What that means is that we are paid a percentage of the value of the benefits that we obtain on your behalf. You may be familiar with automobile accident or personal injury lawyers who get 1/3 of the amount of the recovery that they get on your behalf. Workers' compensation attorneys work in a similar way. In Connecticut, we are paid 20% of the benefits that we are able to get to you as a result of our efforts. So typically, what that means is we are paid 20% of those monetary benefits that we get for you. There are some benefits in Connecticut that a workers' compensation attorney is not going to charge you on. Typical of those would be uncontested temporary total disability payments. If you're injured, your doctor has you out of work and you're receiving a weekly check on a regular basis through no effort, that's an uncontested temporary total check. There's no charge on that. Similarly, if you're temporarily partially disabled and you're doing job searches, even though we handle that process for you, the job search process, we typically do not get paid on those. The workers' compensation attorney most usually gets paid when you reach maximum medical improvement. At that point, when the doctor says you're as good as you're going to get and gives you a permanent partial disability rating, a percentage of disability to a particular body part. In that instance, you're going to be entitled to be paid benefits over a certain number of weeks according to what the statutory formula sets out. We get 20% of those weekly payments. Typically, how that works is the workers' compensation carrier sends the check to your attorney deposits it in their trust account. They send you a check for 80% of the value of the check, and they retain 20% as their fee. That goes on until your permanency is paid in full. The other instance where a workers' compensation attorney is going to get paid is if we negotiate a lump sum settlement on your behalf. Again, like the permanency payments, we get paid 20% of the value of your workers' compensation settlement. So, for example, if we're to negotiate a $100,000 settlement of your workers' compensation case, the attorney gets paid $20,000, you receive $80,000, and so on and so forth. If you have a question about the amount of the fee that the attorney is charging you, in Connecticut, the Workers' Compensation Commission does have ultimate jurisdiction over determining how much the lawyer gets paid. So if, for example, you have a dispute with your attorney, you don't think the attorney did a good job for you, and you don't think they're entitled to get paid, you can request a hearing with the Workers' Compensation Commission, and the commission will make a determination as to what the proper fee would be. It's an unusual situation, but that recourse is available to you if you so need it. Sometimes the question arises, what happens if I switch attorneys in the middle of my workers' compensation case? Generally, the fee scenario for you does not change. So if you start out with attorney A and during the course of your compensation case you switch to attorney B, and at the end of the case attorney B settles your claim for $100,000, the total fee is still only going to be $20,000. You're still going to get your $80,000. That $20,000 fee is then divided between attorney A and attorney B. Generally, they work it out by agreement. If for some reason they're unable to do that, then the Workers' Compensation Commissioner steps in and he or she determines the fee that attorney A and attorney B are going to get. The other things you should be aware of with respect to expense in a workers' compensation case are costs. Costs aren't typically overwhelming. In Connecticut, a good percentage of the doctors that we deal with provide us your medical records without charge. Some don't. They do allow a statutory charge for those records. It's typically a 65-cent per page charge plus a retrieval fee. In most instances, you're looking at $25 or $30. The attorney is not going to bill you for that charge. Generally, they're going to reimburse themselves when there's some money to pay themselves back. So typically when you get your permanency rating, they're going to give you an accounting of those expenses. The more significant fees that you may see are if we have to write to your doctor for a causation opinion. In that scenario, the doctor can charge us for the value of their time to render that opinion. We do advance that cost for you, and just like any other expenses in a workers' compensation case, when there's a pool of money to reimburse ourselves, we do that and we provide you an accounting. Typically, those are the costs and expenses associated with the Connecticut workers' compensation case. In most instances, we do not charge hourly for our services. The idea is that we want you to be able to avail yourself of hiring a workers' compensation attorney to handle your case. We don't want the fear of having to pay us to be an impediment to getting the legal representation that you probably deserve. Hopefully that clarifies things. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call at any time. We're in Farmington and our telephone number is 860-523-8783. You can check out our website. It's www.aspellaw.com. There is a Facebook group that we maintain called Ask a Connecticut Workers' Compensation Attorney. You can always post a question there as well, and we will get back to you. Hopefully you like this video. We have a number in the series. If you're interested, please feel free to hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and if you have any other topic you'd like me to address, please feel free to let me know, and I would be happy to do that. Thank you.